Hello all, welcome to my channel and you are watching the part 2 of my series how to select the right school for your child. If you have not watched the previous video which is all about choosing the right educational board for your child, you can go back to the previous video, watch it and now then come to this video which is all about selecting the right school. It is as important as selecting the right board because board alone doesn't matter if the school is not right. So both the board and the school should match in order to provide a better learning for your child. So in this video, we will be going deep dive into the types of schools that are available in India. And as I'm telling you again, it is equally important as selecting the educational board for your child. And this different types of schools, again, I have put into six main categories, which is the first to start with is the public schools, which are commonly called as the government schools. And this government or public school is further explained in three simple steps. First one is the feature. Why it is called public school? Because it is funded and run by the government. All the necessities of the school, the teacher's salary, everything is funded by the government. And why parents should opt this? Because of the affordability and also because of the wide accessibility, because these public schools are easily available for any family and they can easily approach and make an admission. Next is the quality indicators. When you choose the government school or the public school for your child, you have to make note of these things: the teacher qualifications. The teachers in the school are well qualified. Obviously, they will be qualified. I just want you to check whether it matches for your child needs and the infrastructure that is given in the school, and then the academic results, how much they have produced in the past years. So these are the main things you have to consider when you go for the public school. The next is the private schools. Again, the main feature of it is since it is private, it is funded by a private institution and may follow CBSE or ICSE or international curriculum, both like IB, etc. So why we should opt this is because for its quality education, since they are run by the private institute, they always try to maintain the quality. You have to check that quality and the better infrastructure and the quality indicators that are there, because these are the key features. You have to check that again. How is their academic performance in the past years? What are the extracurricular activities that they are providing for your child? What are the different opportunities your child will get in that? And what are the other basic facilities that are there in the school? And these schools are comparatively, high in means of the cost compared to the public schools. So it is the main things that you have to note when you are choosing the private school. And third is the international schools, which specifically caters to IB and the Cambridge, offers international curricula. That's why they are called as international schools. And why you should opt this international standard. The curriculum and the structure, everything follows the international standard and prepares your child for a global education. And what are the quality indicators that you have to check? Accreditation is the main thing. You have to check the accreditation of the school, global recognition, and the student diversity. Since it's an international school, you have to check for these criteria. And the next is the boarding schools. Many parents of boarding schools. So before you go for the boarding schools, you have to again check the basic features and the students go and live in the campus and they learn, and only for the holidays they come back to the home, like their family. And why you should opt? Because of the structured environment, the independence that are given for the child throughout the day, and the strong community they develop with their peers. And not only that, the quality indicators that you have to check is how good they are in the academic, how, the pastoral care, which is nothing but the spiritual, emotional, and social care that is given for the child in their in the boarding schools, because the kids are spending throughout their days, like they are living together, for months together, right? So you have to check for their academic excellence and also for their emotional and spiritual care that they are giving, and also how much extracurricular activities are given importance to. All these things you have to check if you are opting boarding school for your child. And the next is the alternative schools. Two types of schools come into this category. They follow the unconventional methods like Montessori and the Waldorf. These are highly specific. I'll explain you that in the next coming section. And they have a separate their own curriculum. And why parents should opt this type of schools is they focus on the holistic development. It's not only academics and extracurricular activities as well. They concentrate on the holistic overall well-being of a child, and also their creativity they give major importance. And what are the quality indicators? Philosophy alignment. Montessori has a separate philosophy for themselves. Waldorf has a separate philosophy for them. So many schools call themselves as Montessori or Waldorf. You have to check how they are aligned with their philosophy and what is the teacher training that is given for these type of schools. Like there is a separate teacher training which they have to follow in Montessori as well as also, and you have to check the quality of that as well. And what are the learning outcomes when they finish their education out of these schools? What are the different outcomes they can expect? All these things you have to take into account. And the next is the special needs schools, which mainly caters to the children with special educational needs. Okay, and why parents should opt? Because it has a tailored learning environment and necessary support will be given for the children individually to take better care for their learning. And what are the quality indicators is you have to check for the specialized staff and the resources they are providing and that are already there, and individual progress monitoring, whether they are keeping track of everything. You have to check that before you join to special needs schools. So all these are major criteria that you have to take into account before you select a school for your child. So these are the major types of schools available in India. So choose a school where you match exactly, and accordingly align your board as well, and that would be a best platform for your child. And in our next video in the series, we are going to talk about the early childhood education. So here we have talked about the two types of conventional schools, which is Montessori and Waldorf. So this will be discussed in detail in our next video. Do watch it, and it highly emphasizes on the early education. If your child is between 2 to 6, or if you have any relatives or friends, then you must watch this. Okay, see you in the next video. If you find this video is very useful, do share it in your group. And thank you so much for watching.